Hello everybody and a very good afternoon, good morning, welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Sorry for the tardy start, but we are here with launch day, a brand new launch which I know you guys have been absolutely trampling over each other to get to. It is the brand new expansion pack for our template library, and more on that in just a second because it's been such a busy day so far. On top of all of that, our spring sale continues on the website. I know that's been super busy and it's your last week to shop for that. Actually, that ends on Sunday with up to 70% off. That's the official line, but if you delve deep into the spring sale section of the website, you'll find up to 80% off. And of course, it's the last few days of National Craft Month as well. That all comes to an end on Friday. Got some brilliant deals when it comes to our Gemini accessories, so do check all of those out. However, we are here today to talk about a brand new launch which is for everybody, and when I say that, I mean that. If you are serious about your crafting, if you're serious about your card making, then these template libraries that we are bringing to you are an absolute must-have, because whether you are someone who's just starting out in your crafting, maybe you've been crafting for a little bit and you're just very reliant now on like tent-fold cards, or you're buying kind of, you know, your sort of folded cards, you think, oh, I'd love to be able to make more extravagant cards, but I don't maybe perhaps quite have the skill yet. This is absolutely for you. And if you're somebody perhaps who is a little bit further down the line and you are more experienced and you do have the skills to be able to make those cards, sometimes you think to yourself, it's a little bit of a faff, I haven't got time. Wouldn't it be nice if I had something within my crafty armory which means I could make these cards nice and quick, nice and easily? Then this is absolutely for you. It's the brand new expansion pack to your template library. Just to clear this up from the start as well, if you didn't buy the original template library, you don't need to have it for this to work for you. It's a complete standalone idea. But the idea about this is you have 15 amazing card shapes that anyone can do. Whether you've started crafting today, you've been crafting for the last 100 years. The Showstopper deal is very popular. I'll get you a stock update on that in just a second. But with the Showstopper, you get the brand new templates. You get the brand new instruction manual with it as well, which is words, pictures, and diagrams. And then we give you all of these goodies as well. It basically works out, if you go for the Showstopper, you get the 2 sets of our luxury cardstock. You also get one of our tape pens, you also get the red liner tape, and with the discount that you're going to receive, it kind of works out that you're going to be getting one of those card packs for free within the bundle, plus you're going to get 50 bonus points on top as well. Price is incredible, £32 or $40, and you're good to go if you go for the Showstopper, because you've got the cardstock, you've got your adhesives, you've got your template library. You don't even need to have a Gemini at this point to use these, which is incredible. It's a must for everybody, and I know this has been flying out of the door. Let's get cracking, and here's the thing. I'll tell you from the off here, I was going to hold back on this, but I'll tell you, we're almost at limited stock. We officially launched this, well, 3 minutes ago, because we were a little bit late coming to air. We had gremlins in the system, and if you were looking for it thinking it's gone, the web is a bit slow. It's because it's been so busy today. It is still available, but we are approaching limited stock. Hang fire, we're working on it. If you can't see it, you will see it, but you won't see it for long once you do see it, because it's going to go. 50 bonus points for everybody. Whilst we just wait for the web to update, and it will, let's go through this with a man who I know is, well, I think he's A, excited, but B, a little bit disappointed and frustrated as well, because it's almost gone, Craig. The expansion pack's almost sold out, mate.
Oh, what a dilemma I was in. Do I do wake-up call when it comes to the launch of this template library expansion one, or do I do QVC? Well, thankfully, Lily stepped in for me earlier on wake-up call. I've been waiting for this one. Ever since I launched the original one here in the UK on Hobby Maker, it flew out, and then obviously it flew out here as well. You've been waiting on this expansion pack. This one is indigo. As Ben said, look, no Gemini. If you choose to include your dies in that from your Gemini, you can absolutely do that. You don't need a die cutting machine. And in actual fact, you don't even need a scoreboard either, because I'll show you a little hint and tip as to how you can create these projects without a scoreboard. So you don't need a scoreboard, you don't need a Gemini, but what you do need is a pencil.
What?
Pencil and scissors, that's all that you're going to need when it comes to actually creating the projects. So I'm going to show you a few projects in a moment, but let's show you the actual templates themselves. Now I'm not going to go through them all because it makes it quite hard to actually see them in detail. But within this expansion pack 1, I cannot believe that we've got a showstopper collection at £40. And $50.
Crazy, isn't it?
For a showstopper collection. Only once before have we done a showstopper where the collection was a really low price. Usually showstoppers, you think maybe, you know, 60, 70, 80, 90 dollars, exceptional value with that extra points as well. But when it comes to expansion pack 1 Indigo, this is giving you 15 templates. You're going to make some of the most fun, creative cards and projects that come within this expansion pack. Now you do get loads of templates. As I say, I'm not going to go through them all in there because it makes it hard to see. But what you are also going to get is the recipe card booklet. Now you have got inspiration for every single template that is in this template library expansion pack. So not only that, you've got the picture, but then you have also got the actual step-by-step picture. You've got the step-by-step words, but you've also got videos from Leanne as well. So you've got the videos as well. So whether you are picture-based, whether you're word-based, or whether you're video-based, it's all covered for you when it comes to the expansion pack. So you've got a starter for every single one. However, when it comes to the template library, maybe you didn't get the original one, you can absolutely use this as a standalone one itself. The templates themselves enable you to draw around, but they also give you the mats and layers as well.
Yeah.
So I'll show you a few finished samples before we jump back to Ben, and then we'll come back to me. We can go straight into a demonstration as to show you what you can make. I have got loads of demonstrations to show you, but you've not got just cards. You've got your easel cards. You've got some of your floating cards. This has got to be one of my favourite, Ben.
So clever. The magic card.
The magic card. How cool is that?
Yeah.
All of that is done with your template base, no die cutting machine whatsoever. So then you've got, you know, really nice on the front, but you open it up, you've got the pop out. There is another pop out that Ben's got on the other side. He absolutely loves it with the love heart. I'll let him show you that one.
Oh yeah, thanks.
But look at these ones here. I mean, if you want to do your little notelet wallets, you can do that. Very simple to add a lid. But when it comes to the template library expansion pack, it is giving you all the layers at the same time. You don't need to do the measuring. You don't need to do the guides when it comes to the lines with the pencil lines. You've got all of it done for you when it comes to the actual physical template library templates, essentially.
Yeah.
Not only that, you've also got, let's bring in this little teacup that you've got here. So you can be going in with your white card, your pattern paper. You can be going in with your craft card. Some of these we've got in the next few days, wildflower launching. What about bringing these, you know, that sunshine from outside inside, but combining it with your Indigo template library. So to reiterate what I said a minute ago and what Ben said, you don't have to have the original one. This is absolutely going to work as a complete standalone, but this is the first expansion pack since we launched the template library.
It's very, very busy. I know a lot of you bought this in Wake Up Call this morning, but just to say a few hellos. Rachel is with us once again on the socials. Lots of love coming in for Craig as well. Sarah is saying, Craig, you did an amazing job on QVC this morning. Super proud of you, Craig. Yeah, absolutely smashed it. George the Joystick was there as well saying, excuse me, what a great job Craig did. Sorry, Ben, can I just quickly say as well, because George was in the galley and John and Ben were out, John and Brett were out here as well, so they were a big helping hand, so thank you guys. Top team. We've got a top team here. Top team. Lisa says, can't wait to see the show. Ordered mine this morning, now to sit back and watch. Who needs a clean house? Nobody needs a clean house. Sam says, ordered the expansion pack this morning as soon as it was launched. And so glad I ordered, says Karen. Let's also a quick few hellos to Betty Weaver, who's joined us in Idaho, who's got a rare Wednesday off. Carletta's in from Arkansas. Georgie Ann joins us from Clearwater, Florida. And Terry says, good morning from Ohio. I secured the template expansion pack way too early and I slept through Wake Up Call? What? Patty Redmond's joined us from Michigan, and Pamela is in as well, saying good afternoon. Well done to Hannah, who's saying after pressing refresh constantly for 30 minutes, I've got the original. What? The original template library. What, Hannah? What
Breaking news, I gave you a tease last night on Crafters TV Facebook page and the Facebook Live. We've just had it confirmed. Well, you've confirmed it yourself there. We have got a small quantity of the original template library. Now, the quantity that we've got is having to cover UK, US and Europe.
Oh, we haven't got enough to cover
we've
that.
We've not got loads at all, but we have got some. It's live on the website. We are 2:20 here in the UK. If you want the original template library, we've got some in stock. It is on the website. I'm going to leave some of this with you, Ben, because it's a humdinger of a collection,
is a humdinger.
isn't it?
I thought you were nicking it.
No, I was just bringing it into you.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Right, are we doing this now, the original? What is in stock, the original, as Craig was alluding to, we do not have. AK! Yes! Yes, I've just seen your message because you messaged this morning, didn't you, before we said about this was happening, and you said, oh, I didn't get the template library originally, and you said, when are you bringing it back? And I went, oh, you might want to watch the later show because Craig's got a bit of an announcement, and you say, I've got the template #1, woohoo! Thank you for giving me the hint during Wake Up Call. Yes, Craigie, come on, come on, slap some skin. Yes! Oh. Nearly knocked you out then. Brilliant stuff. If you want to grab it, here it is. It's the Violet. And listen, if you think the expansion pack is brilliant, this was the original. It launched just a little while back now. It flew out. That's why we're so excited that we've actually got it back in a small quantity of 15 in the expansion pack, 30 projects you're going to get in the original. This also comes with dies as well to complement all of the different projects you're going to be receiving. Again, we will have a look at this. We will have a look at this with Craig in just a little while, but let me just show you some of the things you're going to be making in here. And once again, right, if you're looking at that and thinking to yourself, #1 is a milk carton. I mean, difficult to do. Easy to do with this system, right, Craig? Because you've got the milk carton in here, you've got rockers, you've got shutter cards. I mean, literally cards. As a beginner, there's no way you'd attempt to do, would you, if you didn't have something like this? It would be nigh on impossible. But this makes it achievable for everybody, doesn't it?
It does. It really, really does. I wish I had something like this when I was starting out 20 odd years ago.
Yeah. And again, look at this. This is just a selection. I won't show you them all, but diamond fold cards. You've got the opportunity to make your Dutch fold cards in there. Infinity cards. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. The infinity card is incredible in here.
Good, isn't it?
It's the card that never ends. You've got envelopes in here as well that you can work with the cards. What's that one? A corner fold easel card. You've got your envelopes for your 5x7 cards in there. All the envelopes at the back for you, but it's literally all jam-packed full of ideas, all the templates that you need, again, numbered up to relate to all of the instructions that you've got within the book, and of course the video tutorials as well. That is just a full rundown of everything that you can make, even if you've never crafted before. If all you've ever done when it comes to making your own card blank is taken a piece of cardstock and folded it in half, and you're thinking that's your limit, think again, because with this you will be making cards like I've just shown you in no time. Just to also reiterate that you do get the dies here as well. So all of these dies come with the original template library. It's 20 dies. And once again, Craig, a nice little set of dies that you can take elsewhere, but kind of these are going to work with a lot of the cards that you're going to make from the collection, right?
Do you know something? My set of dies, I've used them more away from the template library than I have with the actual template library. So if you are wanting to use them, then yes, of course, you will need your die cut machine. With that original one as well, should you choose to not use a die cutting machine, you don't have to. You can do every single template within that original template library without a die cut machine, without a scoreboard. Again, I'll show you that one in a moment. I was so chuffed. I know the other day as well, yesterday I gave a shout out to Emma next door. I'm giving her a shout out again because she has done wonders managing to get just a small quantity. So thank you so much to Emma for being able to do that. There's not much, but yeah, it's going to then complement as well both the expansion pack and that original.
And just to say as well, the box that you received this in, listen, I won't show you through all the templates because you know what, whilst they are brilliant to work with, they're not the most exciting thing in the world to look at, but you do get your little box that these arrive in as well, and then the box doubles up as your storage. You get all of the little dividers included in there too. So once you've got your, your expansion pack, which of course you can pick up today as well, and then all of your template libraries, you can simply pop those in here, store them nice and easily, so that it's all done in there. And again, I know a lot of people waiting for the expansion packs. We're actually storing some of their card stock in here, like 12 by 12 card pads. This will store easily as well, won't it?
You might choose to use that template storage as something completely different. Just to say as well, if you've not seen this before, it does come to you flat pack. It's not that big and bulky, but let me tell you, all you need to do, unfold those 2 bits, and that's it. That's all that you need to do.
There you go.
But yeah, what a great idea. Maybe you want to then store your 12 by 12 because you've got all these little plastic dividers, so perfect.
Yeah. Right, I made a bit of a mess here, but we're just very excited to show you that template library. I'd love to tell you we had hundreds of these, but we literally don't. We've got just a handful for you to jump in and grab. If you missed it, please jump in and grab it now. It will sell out. The original template library will disappear, along with your expansion pack. I'll put that all back together again in a second, at £32 or $40. The 2 cards that I was going to show you very quickly, I know Craig's got lots more to show you, but other cards from the expansion pack that you can make. I mean, come on, literally the most fun card I think you'll ever wish to make. George has just gone, Brewskis. Father's Day's on the horizon. So that would be absolutely perfect. I know Craig's already shown you this, but also, again, for your celebrations, you've got your little champagne bottle. And isn't it great as well, Craig, the fact that you get the shape, but then, like, as you've already discussed, with the beer bottle here, you get the foam included within the actual template. So, again, you're not having to do that yourself.
No, not at all. But then what about, Ben, using that foam as a cloud, with maybe say colour your world?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So think of them in other ways as well.
This is my...
You love that one, don't you?
I think it's a tie for me with this one and the beer card. So beautiful looking card on the outside, of course, and on the inside, you've got a pixel heart. It's like something out of Super Mario Brothers.
It is, isn't it?
How clever. And once again, Craig, I'm not being funny, even as an experienced crafter like you, to try and do that manually, it would be very faffy, it would be very difficult, but with our template library, anybody can create that, can't they?
Of course they can. Yep, they can do it. I'm going to say it again, Ben, no die cutting machine. All you need for that one is your craft knife or a wee V-blade paper trimmer if you want to, so simple, and then all it is just folding the lines that you put in yourself with the pencil and a score tool.
Incredible, right? And we've just shown you a few that you're going to get within the expansion pack. So it's 15 brand new card shapes that you can make within the expansion pack. All the tutorial that you need. And that's the great thing, again, as Craig's chatted about. Within the booklet here, you get written word, you get the pictures, you get the diagrams, but then if you like to have someone explain it, of course, you can watch the show right now, you can watch the show back later on, you can watch Lily on Wake Up Call earlier, but on the bottom of each of the pages within your instruction manual, there is a link which will take you to videos for each of the cards, which again covers off all of the different bases for you. Don't miss out on this. Whichever of the ones you're going for, if you're going for the expansion pack or if you're going for the original template library, you need to be getting them in the carts and you need to be getting them checked out, because both will sell out, whether it's within the show or indeed towards the end of the show, they will both go. So if you love the idea, grab them. And as you said, Craig, these are for everybody, whether you're starting your day crafting for the first time ever today or you've been crafting for the last 20 years, you need this in your life, don't you?
You do, absolutely. And then when this does go, and we're going to go straight into a demonstration, so don't worry, but when this does go, I'm going to say what I said about the original template library. When it goes, you're still going to be seeing us on the team being using them from time to time, because they're going to really complement the collections that you've got, or the dies that you've got. So you will start to see us. So if you're wanting to be at a point where you can be like, oh, I can do exactly what Craig's doing or Debbie's doing because they're using that template library, then go for it today. That is for sure. Last thing as well, when we're saying about the videos, I am away to take over from Leanne. So future videos from the template library is going to be myself. So there'll be a little bit of a change in the next 1 or 2, but it doesn't matter. You're going to get the videos irrelevant whether from Leanne or myself. But let's just dive straight in.
Do it.
Now, I'm going to go in semi-simple to start with, and then
Okay.
we're going to then work our way up to some of the other detailed templates. Right, let's bring in a bit of black card here to really show it off that bit better. Now there it goes. Now please do not be daunted at first glance when it comes to that, because it is very self-explanatory. So all that you're going to do is you're going to draw around. So you're drawing around all the way around. Then where it is got up, now because of course I'm not going to be doing it onto black, I'm doing it onto light, but I'm just showing you on black because it shows the lines. What you're going to do is all of your areas here. So where it says valley fold, where it says mountain fold, that's all going to be score lines. These ones here, where it says mats and layers, that is essentially your mats and the layers. So you don't need to worry about that one just now. It also tells you at the top, it's number 3, and it's a gatefold card. So then all that you need to do is go into your number 3, looking for your double gatefold card, which is here. So this is letting you know what it is going to look like. So what we're then going to do is, you can see you've got your instructions here side by side. So what I'm going to do is, let's move that one out the way for now. And then we're going to go back in. I'm going to go into some lighter cardstock that you can see now. So if I bring in this lighter one, and I've got a pencil. I would recommend a pencil. You can absolutely do this with a pen if you want to, but with a pencil, at least if you do see any little pencil lines, you can then take them out with your eraser.
Well, again, a lot of people chatting about those heat erasable pens we've got for these as well this morning.
Definitely. It's a really good idea. Really good call. But what's good with the actual templates themselves as well is it lets you know it's going to flatten to a 4x6 card. So essentially it's going to flatten to a 4x6 envelope. So you know that you've got that one covered with all the info when it comes to the template library. But what it also lets you know, I'm going to just finish up the side here, and then it also lets you know, if I turn it that way, the card base, you need one sheet of 8.5 inches by 11. So US, or of course our A4 is going to fit. And then mats and layers and embellishment, you also need one sheet, which is 8.5 inches by 11, or of course A4. So you know that it lets you know exactly what number of sheets of cardstock that you need. So I've drawn all the way around, and then all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. Now for this first one, I am going to do all the lines so that you can see. As we go into future demonstrations within this show, what I'll do is I will then start off the pencil lines and then skip to the one I've already done.
Okay.
But like I say, for the first one, let's go in, and then we're just going to go in. So all the way around, and then where you've got your fold lines, that's where you're going to go in with your pencil, and then you're just going to infill them. So I'm just going to go into there, work my way around, and then what I can do is we can remove that, and we can see there I didn't need to go in with that one, so I can take that one out. But there is the basis of your template. So that is ready to start and ready to be folded in. So let's go in with our scissors. So I'm going to use the scissors. I'm not going to use my guillotine for the purpose of showing you how, if you are a new crafter and you might not have a guillotine, you might not have a scoreboard, so therefore I'm going to show you how you can then start to score and shape these without the aid of a scoreboard. So what we can then just do is go all the way in, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to cut all the way throughout. So all you need to do is chop all the way round. And then what I'm going to do, Ben, is let's bring in a ruler. Then we're going to bring in something with a point. Now, not a sharp point, but this one here. So I'm going in with my tweezers here. Alternatively, if you've got a pen, a ballpoint pen that's run out of ink, that's got that roller, you can use that. However, like I say, I'm going to go in with my actual tweezers. If you do happen to have a scoreboard, then of course this is when you're going to use it. But if you don't have one, then all that you need to do is go in with something that's got a point, because what this is still essentially going to do, Ben, it's still going to give you your score line. It doesn't have to be overly deep. It's just a nice little score that when you come to fold your card, it just folds nicely because you've got that little aid of that score line that you've just done. So then what we're doing is we're just following all of the pencil lines that I've just done here. So if you're using your scoreboard and also your scoring tool, then of course you'll just pick one of the score lines on your scoreboard and follow that one. But we're just going to go in And then, like I say, we're just going to do these last two.
Okay.
So if we come in, work our way around, so we're just doing point to point, and then we can come up to these ones here, and to there, and then what we can then do is then come up to the corner. So that's my score done. And then all that I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to come in, and I'm just going to fold them all in that one direction to start with. Now, I'm not going to burnish them at the moment, because what I'm just wanting to do is I just want to get them into the shape. And obviously at this point, what you would do is you would go in with your eraser and take out the pencil lines. Yeah. So you're just going to carefully manipulate it. So I'm just doing one at a time. So I'm going to go in with this one, that one can go in, that one can go in, and pull that in. That one we're going to go in, we're going to go pull, and then you can see, so there's one side. And then you can see I've got that flexibility. So what we'll do in a moment is come in with my scoring tool and give it a burnish.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the same again. We're just going to go in. So we're just going to manipulate that one in. And then we're just going to manipulate that, and then once again, what we've then got is our concept. So you can then even go in with this one and then go the opposite way. So if you want to then, we're going that way there. So if you wanted to go up that way, then you could do, but I'm just going to have it so it's both like that one. So you can see here. What I am going to do is let's bring in this one that I've already done, simply because I've taken out the pencil lines.
Okay, yeah.
You don't need to see me rub out the pencil lines. So once again, all that I'm just going to do, I've already scored it. And say again, you are a beginner, Ben, and you don't have a scoring tool, then all that you need to do is just come in, say with something like your ruler, and then we're just going to go in, we're just going to then press it down. So we're just going to press. So this is only if you're a brand new crafter. I was saying that, you might be an experienced crafter and you just want to then go in with your tools that you've already got.
Yeah.
But then what we've got is we've got that nice sharp edge. Now that is the concept of our double gatefold. What I'm then going to do is let's come in with, I've got some of my dark chocolate Centura Pearl.
Okay.
And we're going to go back in with my template. So this is where we're now going to have a look at the layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm going to do it on the back side of my cardstock.
Okay.
So we're just going to go in. So within this one, we've got two matte and layer panels. So I'm going to draw around the bigger one into here. And then what I'm going to do is this next size down, I've got some foil vellum. So I'm going to go in and then I'm going to draw around.
Only our team would think about adding the mats and layers
exactly,
to
I know.
templates, eh?
They really would. All they're done for you.
Yeah.
So then all that I need to then do is, once again, let's go in with my scissors and I'm following the pencil line. So if you want to use your guillotine, you can do, or your craft knife and ruler, you can do. But all of these have been sized perfectly to fit inside the layers of your double gatefold. So let's then cut that one down. And then once again, I'm following the pencil line that I've already done. So just working that all the way along. So what we can then do is then take that one down into here, move that one out the way. So I've now then got my perfect template for my layer. So let's just go in with my tape runner. So all that you're then going to do is come in with your choice of adhesive.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pop that one into there. And then what you would then do, Ben, is do that another 3 times.
Okay.
So you're going to do that, repeat that process another 3 times. And you can either do all 4, or these are all just exactly the same. So you might just want to draw around the same one. But at least you've got that option there if you want to. So then if I bring in the 4 that I've already done, what we can then do is bring back in my template library. And then you can see, once again, what's happened is these are all sized perfectly. So we can go in with our tape runner. You go in with your choice of adhesive, of course.
That's it.
But then you might want to use some of these shape mat and layers for something completely different.
Well, that's right, of course. Yeah, you don't have to use them.
You don't have to use them.
Every time.
You've got these mats and layers, template based, for you to then use whenever you want, wherever you want.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if you have gone for that original template library, or you've got it, you've got the choice to add any mats and layers with the dies that you get included.
Yeah.
But once again, you don't have to. And that is exactly what I love about it. Love my die cutting, never take it away from me, but at least it gives you that flexibility. Let's just go in with a sentiment from my own stash, and then let's just go in with, I'll go for a butterfly, and a butterfly. Let's pop that one there. Let's go in with that one there, and then I'm going to pop that one there, and then you can do that any colour you want. It can be your Centura Pearl if you want to. It could be your linen cardstock if you want to. Your black card, your craft card, your white card. You can do whatever you want, but then that's going to fit into a lovely little envelope. Maybe you want to do an additional panel right on the back, but there is your double gatefold.
And can I just say, aside from the fact that Craig didn't rub out the pencils on his and he brought in one that he'd done earlier, that was real-time crafting right there. That was real-time crafting. And that was what, 6-7 minutes? I mean, super quick. And again, I love that idea of, particularly if you are new and maybe you haven't got one of our Geminis yet, you think, oh, I can't stretch to a die-cut machine. You don't need one. And as you've seen here, you've got all of those templates with all of the mats and layers that you can use elsewhere on different cards as well. It is a genius idea, this. We're going to read some of your comments, and I know there's questions coming in which we'll put to Craig in just a second. But I must just tell you, if you want to go for this, you have got to be quick because it is now officially limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
it soon won't be seen.
Less than 10% of the stock remaining at 40 minutes into the launch. This flew this morning. The showstopper brings you the 15 brand new templates, the book which gives you all of the instruction that you need in Word and picture form and video form. You'll find a link in there too, and then we help you out with the showstopper by giving you your tape pen, as you saw Craig using, red liner tape for your construction projects, and 2 lots of our luxury cardstock in the green and the red. It works out, if you go for the showstopper, you get the discount, the launch discount, plus it kind of works out there or thereabouts, give or take a few pence, that you get one of those packs of cardstock for free, plus we give you 50 bonus points. You need to be jumping on this very, very quickly. We will give you a chance to check out. When we come back, I tell you what, I'll do loads of comments then, and we'll ask the questions the other side of this break, because it's very important that you get checked out, not only on this, but also the original template library that we've got back as well. I'll let you into a little secret here. We've got double figures left on both of them, low double figures. You are going to have to be quick. We are low, 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 so go, go, go.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
One that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch up at crafterscompanion.com. Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. We see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
So busy, lots of you checking it out. I'll fire some numbers at you in just a second, but I just want to read a few comments that are coming through. Karen Holmes says, just order the original template library. So happy, thank you. If you want the original template library, we have less than 40 remaining. Less than 40 remaining of the original. I told you we didn't have a lot of stock, and we've had so many people who missed it first time round who are now buying it. You've got to be quick if you want this. I'm just being honest with the figures. There's no point me going, oh, it's limited. There's less than 40. All right, so you've got to be quick there. Alches bought the original library. Laura Gray says, yes, I was able to get both sets. Congratulations. Beverly Melville says, happy crafter here. I've secured both the original templates and that awesome extension pack tonight as well. I'll give you a full update on that in just a second. Terry says, sorry for sleeping through Wake Up Call, Ben. You don't have to apologise. I was only kidding. You say, these past 3 days have been crazy. Up at 4 a.m. Monday to get the Academy of Colour. Stayed up to watch Sarah on HSN for the Gemini Tuesday, and up again at 4 a.m. for today's launch. That's the kind of viewer that we want. That's the kind of commitment that we want, Terry. That's why you're one of the very best. Alana says, trying to watch, type and cook a curry. Let's hope my phone doesn't end up in the pan. Me this morning, I was making myself a cup of coffee absent-mindedly. I spooned out the coffee out of the pot into my cup, and then I was thinking about the shows today, and the kettle boiled, and I was like, oh yes, it's got a good day coming up, blah, blah, blah. And I looked down, and I poured all of the water into my fresh pot of coffee and not into the cup. Ruined five quid's worth of coffee.
Oh my, no, because I nipped into Wake Up Call and I made you a copy and you said, or Lily had said something like that, but I couldn't quite understand what you meant by that.
That's what happened.
Oh, you silly Billy.
I know. Couple of questions coming through. I know what this one means because I saw the video too. Carolyn says, Craig, aren't you going to use your bone folder? I watched your video with Rosie this morning.
Yeah, you could use your bone folder,
Yeah. Is that that's what it's called, isn't it? Oh, the bone.
It's a bone folder.
Bone folder, yeah.
Yes, bone folder.
Bone folder. Check out Craig's. Is that on your Crafters?
So yeah, it's on my Crafters CC Facebook page, and I know Rosie Wells, who's a presenter and hobby maker here in the UK, she shared it as well, something to do with, you know, maybe not following through with the word bone folder, maybe just stopping when she's shooting.
It's a very funny video. Heather wants to know, do you cut right on the line or to one side or the other when you're doing your cutting? So do you cut right through the line?
I cut right on the line.
Right.
So when it comes to anything template based, I will cut right on the line. I think maybe you're wondering because when it comes to our embossing boards, when you emboss round the lines, I cut to the side because I want that nice embossed round edge. But when it comes to pencil form, I'll cut straight on the line because then that's giving you that accurate shape of the template library. So yeah, I'll cut straight on the line, and then if I do need to then just rub off any excess pencil from the side, then I'll do that.
Philip says, when the stock gets low, Ben lets you know. He does, doesn't he? Bit Brucey there for you, my love. And Ben and Craig says, Sarah, news coming from Melbourne, Australia. Finally, I say finally. I have my template library extension pack on its way. Woo! Just letting you know then, so this is the original template library. 35 more left. That's it. 35 more chances left. The expansion pack, which we can get the details up here of, I can tell you we have got 65 more of these left. So that is it. 35 of the original, 65 of the expansion pack. I'm telling you, it's out there in the open now, so you know that you need to shop. When you consider the hundreds of you who are shopping and watching right now, these both will sell out. Please make sure that you don't miss out. We're live and interactive. It is 10 to 3, Wednesday afternoon. Anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, anything you want to show, get in touch on Facebook and indeed on YouTube. Ask any questions. Don't worry, you're thinking, oh, it's a silly question. There are no silly questions here. If you think it's the most simplest thing in the world, if it's going to help you buy this in confidence or indeed use this in confidence, ask that question. We were all beginners once. Leaving up the details for the expansion pack, and we better get on with approaching 60 of these remaining now. I mean, how do you even choose? There's 15 great cards, so how do you even choose which one to do first?
Yeah, so for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the double gatefold display card, and then this is just beyond that, I would say, that really easy level. Although in saying that, because you've got the template base, even some of the other ones I'm going to show you, like the floating ones and that, the twisted ones, they really are quite simplistic in the form of drawing around, cutting around, and then you're simply scoring. So let's go in with the double gatefold display card. Now, what I am going to do, Ben, is I'm going to eliminate drawn round because I don't need to do that one again.
Yeah.
All that I've done is drawn all the way round, and where it says valley or mountain fold, essentially, wherever it says fold, I've gone in and I've done my pencil lines that you can see here.
Yeah.
So that gives me all of my lines. Then all that I need to do, this time we will go in with our guillotine and then our scoreboard. So all that I'm going to do is I'll just roughly cut towards the edge of my pencil line, and then for me that's a nice visual for me to come up and then line up. And then the same as if I was using my scissors, I will cut right down my pencil line. So if I just go in, give that a trim, and then that one as well, right up to the pencil line. So I've now got my initial shape of my template library, my double gatefold display card from the template library. This will flatten to approximately 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and also lets me know the card base I just need is 1 A4 size or 8.5 by 11, and same with the mats and layers. So all that we're going to go in and do with this one, because you do have not a little bit of cutting, but you've got a little bit of, cutting within the middle layer. So all that I'm going to do this time is, let's show you on your scoreboard. So if I bring in my scoreboard, and all that we need to do is we're just going to follow our pencil lines. So pick a line, pick a channel in your scoreboard. You know, it does help with that black line, although I did say the other day on Crafters TV, I don't like putting marks of that on mine.
The facing your items.
So yeah, it's a funny one. It is a big helping hand. I just don't like doing it on my own. So if you do that, then all that you do need to do is just go in and then score all the way down. And then what we're going to do within this one, I need to go in and do these little ones too.
Yep.
So if we go in and we're just going to score down. Now this time with these ones, Ben, all you need to do is score up into that pencil line that you've already done.
Okay.
So we're just going to fold that down. So I've already done that one, I've already done that one, and then I just need to do this one. Now keeping in mind, I know that I'm doing this relatively quick because we really do want to show you lots of other things that you can create, but please remember, you do get your recipe cards inside with the visual and the written step-by-steps, and you've also got videos out there as well. So you've got all them there for you to have that helping hand.
And just whilst you're scoring as well, and we highlighted this a lot today. Pamela's just saying, I can see me making a mess of this card. Craig, you are making it look so easy. And you know, Craig, Lily, all our guys are super, super talented at what they do, and this isn't taking away from them, but this is achievable for everybody, Craig, isn't it? And you don't need to worry at all.
It really, really is. What I would say is when you're drawing around your template library, ignore the ones that says your mat and layers.
Right.
Just ignore them. Everything else, the outside edge and anywhere it says fold lines, that is where you're going to put your pencil lines. So that is going to be that initial. Now, as you can see, yes, I've done this one a few times. That's why I don't need my recipe card. But I am going to come back. It tells you to draw around the template library, then cut around the template library, score in place. Then you're going to do the cut lines I'm away to show you. Then it shows you to fold and burnish them, and then I'm with the mats and layers. So each of them are maybe only 6 steps, but they're the 6 key steps for you to follow to do that construction. Then you can do the decorating yourself. But then if you get even more stuck, you've got the videos as well that you can then follow. So don't worry about that. And at the end of the day, even when this goes out of stock, we're still on social media. If you need any other help, just ask away. You know, it could be whatever day that I'm in. We might not have the template library on the show, but at that point, you might need that little bit of help. So ask away.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what show it is. It's all about the Crafter's Companion product. So ask away whenever you feel you need to. So I've gone and I've scored all the lines. Now these 4 channels, I just need to go in and I just need to take my craft knife and then I'm just going to cut. So I am only scoring and cutting where my pencil lines are. So if there's not a pencil line, then I'm not scoring or cutting. So we're just going to work our way down.
There's less than 50 of these now. These are going to disappear. I can't believe how quick, well, I can believe, and also can't believe how quickly they've gone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what I think it was as well, Ben, is, you know, when the initial template library launched, so many were like, this is amazing, this is fantastic, this is going to help. But you didn't realise how much it was going to be fantastic and amazing. And now that we're waiting, it's launched today, this next one, you guys are just like, yes, I need it, absolutely need it. So that's why so many of you have gone for it. So what we're going to do now is, when it comes to the left and the right, we're going to do the opposite. So following on from your actual template, because again, it does tell you here, mountain fold, valley fold. And what that means, if you're new to the fold, a mountain is when you fold upwards, like a mountain. A valley is a V fold, as if you're folding down for a valley. So therefore, this one here, it says mountain, so I'm going to fold up. This one here, it says valley, so I'm going to fold down. So even though you've got the recipe cards, the template also tells you as well, which is fab. Then these ones, it's the opposite. So you're just going to push that one down and then pull that one up.
Gotcha.
So down here, push that one down and pull that one up.
Yeah.
You're then going to then bring this one into place. So you're just going to then give that one that nudge. So we're just going to pull, we're going to bring in, and there is your first one.
Yeah.
So what you're then doing is exactly the same. Now, depending if you're left or right-handed, Ben, if you find it tricky, turn it round.
Oh, that's a great shout.
Turn it round.
Yeah, yeah.
So once again, mountain, and then this one is valley.
Yeah.
And notice I'm not actually burnishing it at the moment. I just want to get that bend in. And then this one, we're going to do mountain, and then valley, mountain, and then Valley. So there we go, we can put that in. Now Ben, Sarah's signature, Nature Garden, Crafter's Companion, Matt and Laird dies, your character stamps. Imagine everything that you've got. Imagine any of your thin ribbon threading dies that you've got that you can now come down the side if you want. Your decorative edge dies. Maybe for you guys stateside, you may have got your hands on Baroque dies that we've got coming very, very soon.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that on the edge of your template library. Beautiful. So there we go. So now we have got our, this one being our double gatefold display card.
Oh, sorry, I just hate to stop Craig in the middle of a demo. So we've been keeping track of this, right? So we've got less than, I think less than about 40 of these remaining. I'm losing track here. The original template library. So we've got 42 left of the expansion pack. The original template library. Don't scream and shout, but it's now
sold out.
Sold out. We had 35 10 minutes ago, it's now gone.
Guys, I tried to give you as much warning as I could last night when it come to the Facebook Live. I couldn't guarantee we were going to have them. Emma absolutely magicked our work, or worked her magic, even better, to actually get some. So I'm glad that those that missed out did manage to get their hands on what we managed to get back, but yeah.
If we get any more, because the website is actually creaking under the strain, we will let you know. But currently, as it stands, that has gone. Well done if you got your hands on it. We have still got, so we've got 49 of the expansion pack left. I said 42, we've got 49 of these left. We'll go back to Craig. Just whilst you're doing this, Craig, Trinkles is just asking what type of card you're using for the card base. Is there a best type of card to use for these templates?
Brilliant question, absolutely brilliant question. So what I would recommend, anything round about the 300 GSM. So for me, I do a lot of mine within the white multi-purpose cardstock, and then I decorate with my Mats and Layers pattern paper, etc, etc. I would not recommend doing or using your template library with your pattern papers, because it's about 180 GSM, so it's quite flimsy for something that is construction.
Yeah.
So use something round about 300 GSM as the actual construction of your template library projects, and then mat and layer with your pattern papers. What I would say, although that I like to do 300 GSM, anything between 250 GSM and 350 GSM in that kind of bracket, you'll be absolutely fine with. But I just tend to stick with my 300 GSM, which is the white multi-purpose. That's going to give you that strength, and then keeping in mind, once you mat and layer on top, that's going to give you extra stability as well. So talking about, pattern paper when it comes to the mats and layers, what I'm then going to do is I've taken some pattern paper here, Ben, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the center one, and once again it tells me matte layer, so we're just going to draw all the way around. So we're just going to draw around, and you can use your repositionable spray if you want to, but you know what I'm like, and Jan was saying the same yesterday when she was using a template or one of our stencils. It's something we don't tend to use a lot, personal preference. But then all that you're going to do is you're just going to then cut around, whether it's your scissors, your craft knife, your V-blade paper trimmer, up to yourself. But then once you've cut all that around, you can then come in with your water reactive inks and then just add a little bit of colour at the edge. You can take another piece if you want, and then you can then do your mats and layers for each edge.
Yep.
So if you do that one by drawing around, you're then going to be left with 2 of these for the edges. And then you can do the central rectangle in pattern paper, but what I've just done is a sky blue, and I've drawn around all of these ones. So where we've got our mat and layer within the middle, what you can then do is draw around these ones. And I love how even these little panel brackets, Ben, you've got the mat and layers for these as well.
Yeah.
And that is these ones here. So you've got these ones here. So all of them are then going to be your mat and layer for inside each bit. So you're going to then draw around them ones. So I'm going to draw around that one, or I have done. And then all of these panels, which then bring in these. And then all we need to do is we just need to come in. I'm going to go in with this bit here. I'm not going to go in with all these little rectangles because I cannot believe that that's just after halfway of the show.
I know.
So we can go in here, and then we can then add our layers in.
Yeah.
Once again, if I come in with this one, so all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with these layers that I've already pre-done here, and then I'll show you the one that I've already finished, because I've just taken some of my floral dyes from my own stash that you can then start to embellish. And the thing that you can also do, or not do, is you don't have to use all the mats and layers if you don't want to.
Yeah.
For instance, like for this one, I'm not going to do these top bits, although I've got them all done here, but because I've got quite a few, I'm not going to add them on just now. I can do that after the show. But it lets you see how you can choose what you want to have plain, what you want to have is mats and layers. So if I then start to fold that one back in, if I add these ones into place, so if I were to add all of these squares and rectangle into place,
yeah,
and then bring in my own little flowers, I mean, look at that. So
Pretty.
you can then go in with your papers, you can go in with your linen card, your Centura Peril cardstock, you can go in with any of your additional texture cardstocks. What about as well, embossing cardstock and then drawn around, and then that could be an embossed layer from one of your folders. Embossing folders, 3D embossing folders, anything like that. Your glitter paste and stencils go over the top as well. So there's loads and loads of craftability when it comes to these. These are just giving you 15 additional concepts when it comes to the template library. And if you didn't manage to get the first one, this is an absolute worker when it comes to working on its own if you want to.
Gonna have to be quick if you want to get this as well. We will give you time to check out in just a second, but we have got about 45 of these left now. They are disappearing. Love the template library, says Valerie Puccini. Received the second one and it's fabulous. I can highly recommend you get it. Nikki says, I've got the extension pack. I love the template library. I would never have made concept cards before, but now it's so easy, Nikki says. Yep. And very addictive. Who would have thought that we would be saying that? And I think that's my thing. You know, you look at cards sometimes and you go, oh my goodness me, like, you know, something like this, for example, that Lee made earlier, you'd be like that. You know, how would I even start to make something like that? How would I go about it? There's a template for that. You know, something like this beautiful card as well. This is from earlier on. Again, really, really potentially, especially if you're new, you wouldn't think about making that as your first card. Well, you can do that with the template library. This little concertina envelope here as well. Again, there's a template for this. Can you believe there is a template for you to be able to create that with all of those little inserts as well? It's everything that you ever dreamed of, I think, this template collection as a paper crafter, because you can make, let me just show you my favourite one. You can make cards like this really, really quickly, really, really easily, really inexpensively as well. And again, just to remind you, if you are fairly new, not that I would put you off buying one of our Geminis, because they are amazing, amazing bits of equipment which come into their own in various fields of crafting. But if you're starting off fairly new, you haven't got a machine, you don't need one with this template library, which is the genius about it. A few more comments and then we'll give you time to check out. Sarah just saying, I love the template library. I have a go with the piece of cheaper card first, just to have a go, and then when I'm really confident, I use my better card to actually make a card. Nice idea. If that works for you, absolutely go for it. Felicity Fletcher, no relation, are you? Says, glad I have the library, so I ordered the extension pack this morning. In fact, I went mad and I bought a load of the stuff, including the Easter stuff too. I bought some of the Easter stuff today as well, the Hoppy Easter. Very, very fun, particularly if you've got kids. You'll have a lot of fun with that. It's end of term, isn't it, on Friday? Can you believe? Where has that time gone? Yeah, they're off for 2 weeks on Friday. Thankfully, my husband thinks hobbies are very important, says Felicity. And Laurie Barnett says, good morning from Gilbert, Arizona. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and I ordered mine during wake-up call. Phew, good thing, whoop, whoop. We always tell you the early bird catches the worm. In our case, the early bird gets all the good crafty stuff. If you leave it late, you run the risk of missing it out. But listen, let's give you opportunity to check out. If this is in your basket, get to the checkout now. Everything you're seeing here, you get for this price and 50 bonus points. We've got about 45 of these left. It will be less than that. No, we haven't. Oh my gosh. We've got 30 of these remaining now. That's just dropped 15 in about 3 minutes. We're going to have a 3-minute break here now. So you know what that means. When we come back, we're going to be down to the bare bones. If this is in your cart, go to the checkout. We'll come back with more inspiration. Probably not with much stock though. Quickly head to the checkout. So we'll be right back.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
We know of at least another, 5-6 people that have checked out there. I think we've got 25 left. Let us know if you've checked out 25 left of the expansion pack, and then that's it. So if you've got this in your carts, in your baskets, go. Terry says, Ben, nobody is waiting for the break to check out. I realise that. And if you've got it, you need to check it now. 25 of these left. And just some lovely comments coming through. Paul Prince ×4 says, I have made some card styles I would never have attempted without my template library. And Liz McLean says, I don't have the original library, but I've bought the extension pack. It was more affordable for me. I don't have the room for the library in my small space, but I'm looking forward to trying the new concept cards. And that's a really important point that you've made there, Liz, as well. For those of you who are thinking, didn't get the original template library, I can't get the expansion pack. You can. It's a standalone template library that you can use on its own. It's just 15 brand new templates. So that's what it is. And obviously, everyone who bought the original are getting this, but if you didn't get the original, you can get this, but you will have to be quick because there's hundreds of you watching. there are 25 chances left to buy. So with that in mind, shall we have another look at another project with Craig Laird?
Let's do it. Now, the one that I'm away to do now that's in the template library, this expansion pack, this is one we've done in die form before. And the reason I'm going to do this one is because, you know, again, dies are great. Die cutting is my absolute favourite, it's my go-to. But sometimes you physically want to make something from scratch. You want to then draw it, you want to cut it, you want to then form it. And we're going to do the twist and pop.
I knew you were going to say that.
We're going to do the twist and pop card here.
Yeah.
So if I bring in the template for this one, now this one does come in 12 by 12 form. So as you can see, you've got your 3 separate templates all on one. However, Ben, you can absolutely do this onto A4 cardstock. You simply just draw around each individual one. As it is, I did do it on my A3 multi-purpose cardstock. That you can see there. So yes, you can do them all in a oneer if you've got your larger cardstock, but if you've only got your 8.5 by 11 or A4 in size, then that's absolutely fine. If you've got smaller, that's fine. As long as it's big enough to fit the template, you draw around one on one panel of card, draw the next one, and then the next one. So what we will do, once again, I'm not going to draw around these, but I will pop it over the top. So this one, although it is a twist and pop, this one is a very simple form of the template. So draw around and then go in with all of your pencil lines. Same with your twist and pop inner card. I don't, of course, need to do the mats and layers for this one. And then do the same, exactly the same for the twist and pop card base, but I don't need to do the mat and layers for this one. So then that's then going to give you, so if we can just see it and no more. So there's your mechanism. There is what's going to be your inner twist, and then that is actually your card blank. So if we were, let's actually cut this one so that we can form. I've already got each of these ones formed already. However, I think it is beneficial just to take a couple of minutes or so and actually score and shape this one so that you can see. So once again, I'm using my guillotine.
Would you always use a guillotine at home?
I do, yeah, I do. Alternatively, you can, if you want, use, you've got your scissors, you've got your craft knife and ruler that you can use, you've got your V-blade trimmer, anything that you've got that'll cut, then of course you can use. And then of course when it comes to scoring, like I done before, if you've got your scoreboard, any of them, perfect. But if not, then simply have a look at the tools you've already got. I think it's fair to say everyone in a household will have some form of a ruler. You know, it doesn't have to be our metal edge ruler. As long as you've got a ruler, you can go along and then you can then score the lines like I showed you with a rounded implement. So that's our second one. And then this one's the card blank, so I just need to chop the edge off there and then the edge off there. So that's my 3 components already done and good to go. So tell you what, let's do that, Ben. Let's go in with the ruler, any ruler that you've got, any implement, and then just score it. So this is for those that are maybe beginning, or maybe you have been crafting for a while but don't have a scoreboard. Then of course this goes to show that you don't have to have the scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard and you don't have a bone folder or that, then you can just use something like the ruler I showed you before, but simply go on and give that a little burnish. This one we're going to do exactly the same. So we've cut all the way around, and then our pencil lines in the middle, which if we refer to the actual template, again, it tells you. But what I also love, although you've got your templates and you've got your recipe cards separate, what you can also do, and I'll just explain what I've done there, although it does tell you in the actual template and it tells you within the recipes, but you've got your score lines. So all that you're going to do is, it's kind of like a bat there. Bat,
it is a bit like an M or a M.
Or a W. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, W. E. There you go. WrestleMania.
It's Saturday.
So you've got, can't wait.
Never heard of it, Johnny.
Cannot wait. Night one, George. It's this Saturday.
It's going to be. It is going to be awesome.
It is.
I can't wait to log into Craig's WWE. I mean, I can't wait to order the WWE WrestleMania event.
I noticed just before you and Lily came off Wake Up Call, I was just sitting outside there having my lunch, and I was on Facebook, and there's been a leak of a couple of new photos of the staging of the Sophia. It looks epic, absolutely epic. Yeah, because it's in the Sophia Stadium in LA. So yeah,
how many is that hold? Is that
so because it holds over. It holds over.
It knows everything.
Holds over 1,000 fans.
Right.
However, because the staging is that big this year, each night they've sold 80,000 tickets. Yeah, so 80,000.
80,000.
Then that's for each night. So
what is the? I genuinely don't know the answer to this. So is the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes? I guess that's the last match on night 2.
Night 2, yeah.
So what's the main event on night 1?
So they've not announced that one yet.
Oh.
They've not announced it. They've announced the very first match on night 1.
Which is Cena.
Which is John Cena versus Austin Theory. I tell a lie. The main event on night 1 is the Women's Championship match.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Women's are main event in night 1 of WrestleMania, and then the men, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, are main event in night 2 and closing the event.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did see a bit of Raw the other night. Essentially, Trish Stratus is back, isn't she?
She's back, yeah. She's come out of retirement.
Yeah.
She's done that for sure.
And Lita, still in it?
Yeah, 14-year-old Craig was really excited when Lita came out of retirement a couple of weeks ago, let me tell you that one. But what I was saying a minute ago, Ben, about your templates and the recipe cards being separate, what you can absolutely do, if you want to, so if we go right to the first one, if you want to take out the recipe card for whichever project, you can take that out and then you can still pop it into the actual template one. So then you can keep them in if you want to. Of course, just be careful if you are taking them in and out.
Yeah.
But if you want to keep them all together within the one space, then you can absolutely do that. So you've got that versatility when it comes to the way that you store your cards. But let's move that one out the way now. Let's bring this one in. So I've folded my card in half. I've done my W or my M. And then this one. So you'll be familiar with this when it came to the die that you had within the die set. But again, it's lovely just to do it from absolute scratch. So all that you're going to do is cross over, and then within the middle, what you can then do to start with is fold it in half. And then what will happen is it'll start to come to that point. So you've got that point. See, it's all familiar now, isn't it?
Recognise the shape, yes.
All familiar.
The die set.
And so there's something a little bit pleasing about, and again, I know I keep saying this, and I'm not taking anything away from die cutting, but there's something pleasing about you knowing you've just done that from scratch. You've drawn around, you've cut around, you've embossed it.
15 left.
Oh, gosh. Right.
Yes, I know what you mean. You've done it from scratch. Which is just incredible.
It is
incredible that you can create that from scratch with a template. I think this one more than anything in this new template library, when I saw that you could do the twist and pop card, I thought, wow, okay, we've kind of almost sort of pushed things to the next level with this. But yeah, it's incredible. And again, nice selection in this one, isn't there? The fact that you can create those amazing sort of very sort of fancy concept cards, and then you've got the fun ones like the champagne bottle and the mug of beer and the teacup. It's a really nice sort of eclectic mix, isn't it?
It is. It really, really is. And then it is one that you're really going to bring in your luxury card. You're going to bring in your Centura Pearl. You're then going to bring in, maybe you've got some of your adorable scoreable left over, your toppers from Hunky Dory. I know we've still got a section on the website with some last chances so you could have a look. So yeah, start to incorporate all of them. So what I've done within this one is I've gone in with my adhesive. Now the tape runner will work. Personally at home I'll use my wet glue so it dries into all the layers of the cardstock. And then all that I'm going to do is the point, I'm going to go to the centre point of my score line here. So we're going to pop that one in, and then all that I'm going to do is press that in. So let's turn that one around and let's build up that heat. Again, let's go back to that video I posted the other day with Rosie at Hobby Maker when it comes to the tape runner.
Funny. If you don't know what we're talking about, just have a look at Craig's page. It's there. It's very, very funny. She's is she quite new to crafting, Rosie?
To crafting, she is. Yeah. So she's been with like I said, jewellery maker and that side for a wee while, but new to the actual hobby maker paper craft
She looks
side.
fun.
She is fun. They're all fun there. They're absolutely. Zena's a hoot, an absolute hoot. She's brilliant, but all the presenters are really good there. And they love the template library.
Oh, yeah.
They're buzzing, because I have it on Hobby Maker on Friday. They cannot wait. I bet you some of them will be watching. Bet you Zena's watching.
Say hello if you're watching, Zena or Rosie.
What I've done now on this side is also put my adhesive on, and then I'm going to close that one over that you can see just here.
Yeah.
Now what that does is that gives you that spring mechanism.
Yeah.
Now what you can then do is let's go in. Now you might do this before you assemble this inner part. I like to put my actual point into my card, and then I start to tuck in my layer here. So all that I'm going to do within this one here is if I take this one, now I'm going to open this now on each opposite side, and I'm going to reiterate this again. You've got your recipe cards, you've got the picture, you've got the instructions, and then you've got the video as well. So what I'm going to do is on this side, I'm just going to go in and add my tape into place. And if you have these die form, you'll be familiar with this one. So what we can then do is add our tape on. So I'm just going to then just form that one as if it's going back again on itself. So let's go in with this one here. So if I take this one, and then we're going to go in, and then I'm going to tuck this one just underneath. So I'm going to go, I'm wondering, George, can we go face on? Just so, perfect, thank you. It's just so that I can go in. And then what I'm going to do within this one is I'm just going to go, now this is my opening. So there's my opening one here. I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to line this one up into place into here. Now this is what I mean by you might want to do this before you assemble that inner part, but for me, I actually find it easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
Although usually I'm not doing it back to front and upside down and left to right. So then I'm just going to close that one underneath, and then all that I'm just going to do is give that a flat in, and then we've got our twist and pop. So let's go in and then just give that another burnish. So if we go in, burnish my lines there, go in, burnish my lines there. I'm just going to give that another rub so that we can build up that heat. And then what you've then got is your twist and pop. Now, with it being your cardstock and your fibrous, give that a good wee play with it. You know, get that fibres flexing. So you've then got that
Flex
twist
those fibres.
and pop. Twist the fibres. So you've got them ones going. And then within each of these panels, using the mats and layers that you've got within all of these panel parts of the template library, what you can then do is come along and then use them to decorate within the middle.
Yeah.
And you can see you've got your twist and pop.
Oh, I like that one. That's knitwear, isn't it?
It is indeed. It absolutely is. So if you love the twist and pop and you've got the time to make it from scratch, Template Library is brilliant, but then that's not going to make your die form redundant. If you love that style but you don't have time to create it from scratch, that's when you'll probably dip into, of course, your die form, and then you can choose elements and mix and match with them if you want to.
I feel like I don't really need to say much more here. I know it's obviously my job to give you the details and, you know, take you through it all, but I kind of feel now we are at the point where this is going to disappear. We've got less than 15 remaining. We'll wait for the next update from the website. But listen, this is it. This is the showstopper. This is it. You don't need, remember, I know that original template library sold out. You don't need that for this to work. It's completely standalone. 15 brand new projects inside your recipe booklet here. Words, pictures, diagrams, it's all there in there. And video content links too. They're the actual templates themselves. And then all of these goodies come within the showstopper. 60 sheets of your cardstock. You've got glitter card, you've got mirror card, matte mirror card in there. It's like you're getting one of these for free within the bundle. And then we also give you your tape pen and also one of the rolls of red liner tape. And just out of interest, that one is the 6mm, 10 meters you're going to be getting there. Plus you get 50 points and the initial discount. If you're platinum, it's down to £32 or $40. No wonder this has almost sold out. Once we get the next update, I can almost guarantee we'll be down to single figures. So get it checked out now. Other things that you might want to add into your basket whilst we are having a look. We've got lots of cardstock on the show, as you would imagine, seeing as you are going to be making lots of different cards and projects from this template library. So we've popped in some of our most popular cardstock, and the 12x12 mixed cardstock. Very, very busy for this. You get a 30% savings. It's almost like a buy two, get one here. But you're getting the 3 different colours. So the silver, you've got our gold and that beautiful rose gold as well. 12 sheets of the glitter cardstock in there, our amazing glitter cardstock, best in the business as far as I'm concerned, and 12 sheets of the double-sided sort of pearlescent card, which is matching, of course, of the glitter card that you get within each pack. £31.60 for all 3 of those is a great price today if you're platinum. $36.40 if you're shopping in the US. Then we've got some of our A3 card as well in Centura Pearl, 70 sheet collection here. Once again, this is another big saving for you actually. 30% you're saving off this. Nice to have that sort of choice of A4 and A3 within your set. So you've got your pastels, white gold and white silver within that bundle, all in A3 at just £20.40 today if you're platinum, or $30. Big saving on that. And then worth having a look at some of the other goodies that we've got on the show. 40% off this, actually, the Fancy Sentiments, because if you're making all of these brand new card concepts, you may be looking for some new sentiments to pop on them as well. That's where these come into play. You've got the Just to Say, you've got your Happy Birthday, you've got the Thanks and Friends in there as well. These are beautiful because they come in stamp form and also they come in die form. So you can take the biggest stamp, so the Friends and the Thanks and the Happy and the Just, and then you've got the die to be able to back them up with to help them really pop off the page. Great price on that today as well. Normally £28, $35. You're saving $11.46 or $14.80. Then your discount on top of that. Club Inspire price platinum is £13.20. That's incredible, or $16.80. And then if you love our luxury card stock, of course, you're going to get some of that within the Showstopper bundle. However, this is the 90 sheet collection, so we're giving you the green and the red once again, plus that gorgeous ice blue in there, and it works out basically, doesn't it? 30 sheets of the beautiful glitter card stock, 30 sheets of the mirror card stock, and 30 sheets of the matte mirror card stock as well. £15.98, again, is incredible value for money. Nigh on a half price deal if you're platinum. $25.52 if you're in the US and you're a platinum member. And of course, it wouldn't be a Craig show without some of his favourite foam pads, and this is great, really, a selection of all of your 3D foam pads and some of the tissue tape as well, the rolls of tape in there, the double-sided tape. It basically works out that you buy the foam pads and you get the rolls of tape for free within the bundle, 4 rolls, which is again a great selection of adhesives, but a great deal all in all, actually. Kind of craft room essentials that you can stock up on at a very low price, £27.18. $31.98. Also at this point, worth mentioning again that, of course, we do have the spring sale continuing. That's been so busy over the last few weeks, and it ends on Sunday, midnight Sunday. The spring sale comes to an end. If you checked it out last week and you haven't yet had a look this week, I know there was around about, I think, 90 new items added to the section on the website with all the spring sale items, so do check those out. Up to 70% off, and then, of course, we've got the National Craft Month deals for you as well, which end on Friday. Now, whilst I've been chatting away, lots of you have been shopping away, and I can now officially reveal, bad news bear here, the template library expansion pack. Don't scream and shout. It is now...
It's sold out.
It has sold out. It's disappeared.
Just, you know what I've noticed as well, that Showstopper. It's gone from green cardstock to red cardstock. The Showstopper, luxury card. It's gone from green limited.
It's gone from the green, but now, unfortunately, it's red. There we go. It's sold out. Well done if you got it. And as I said, you know what? Fair warning on that it was going to go, and it has. Well done if you got it. I tell you what, though, we will finish it. The show must go on, as Queen once said. Show must go on. Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking. What?
Celine's version of that's off the chain.
Oh, I didn't know Celine did a version of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, awesome.
What, recently?
On her last, actually, she sang it on a couple of tours over the years, but she sang it on her last one, Courage. Yeah. Yeah, good.
No, surely not better than Freddie and Queen.
No, I don't think any song can be, any remake or, you know, resung song can be better than the original, no matter who it is. absolutely who it is. You know, prime example is Nicole Scherzinger singing My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. No, just does not work. Nicole Scherzinger sang a version of Titanic, My Heart Will Go On, but she did it in like a rock form. Diabolical, absolutely diabolical.
It was just like, so yeah. I know Johnny's just mentioned it as well. I second it. When Robbie did his swing album, no, Robbie.
No.
You can't, if you've got Frank, you've got Sammy, you've got Dino, just leave them be. You can't beat perfection, can you? You can't beat perfection.
No, prime example, there's Celine Dion, can't beat her.
Celine,
come close. Yeah. Ariana Grande, that's a Celine in the making. Ariana Grande,
yeah, good
what
singer.
A voice.
Yeah.
And she's got good... And she's got good at doing impressions. Have you seen her doing impressions?
No.
Oh, she's so good at doing impressions at other celebrities. Or Celine Dion, Whitney Houston.
Oh, singing impressions.
She does impressions, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I first found her on? And for anyone who's got kids of a certain age, you'll know this. Was a TV show called Sam and Cat on Nickelodeon. Ariana Grande on that, and I think it was that sort of show then catapulted her into the limelight, and then we found out how great of a singer was. She was on a few of those shows, but yeah, Sam and Cat, such a fun. It was one of those shows that Daisy watched when she was probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7, and I didn't mind sitting down watching it with her because it was so funny.
Yeah, see, I do that as well. I don't have kids, but you know, sit down and watch them as well.
You know, the funniest one ever with kids' programmes, and this is with George. So when he was very little, he used to love Fireman Sam and Postman Pat. And there would be occasions where we'd be like so like deep into watching episode after Postman Pat, and I love Postman Pat, that he'd have disappeared out of the living room, gone upstairs, and I'm still there, sitting on my cup of coffee, watching Pat and Ted Glenn and the rest of the gang. Can't beat it.
Yeah. I'll quickly say as well, because we're going to do this demonstration, don't worry. In a past life, past relationship, she had a wee boy. I'd be exactly the same. There was Peppa Pig at the time.
Yeah.
And Ben and Holly's
Little Kingdom.
Little Kingdom and Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
And there's times that you would just go out the room and I'd just be sitting there watching them.
Great TV.
Some of them are good.
Do you, just to ask this, sorry, and we'll get back to the demo because we sold everything out.
Sold it all out.
Was Postman Pat and Fireman Sam a thing in the US? Was that on TV over there? I'm just genuinely interested whether or not they made it over the pond. You'll have to let us know. Postman Pat, brilliant. Oh, but... Kate just said, wash your mouth out, Mr. Moseby. I love Robbie. No, we like Robbie. I'm not saying I don't like Robbie. I just don't do the whole swing thing. You know, that's... Anyway.
Leave it to the angels.
Huh?
Leave it to the angels.
Angels? Like, just play me Angels all day. And no one else, I wouldn't want anyone else to do that song. Because you're not going to sing that like the Robster.
No.
That's the point. Rachel says, if you want to borrow Teddy, Craig, I'll happily come drop him off for you. If you want an excuse to watch kids' TV shows.
Done.
Yeah?
Yep, no problem whatsoever.
There you go. I'll let you guys sort that out between you. Johnny's just gone, I've got 2 kids you can have my 2 whilst you're at it as well. I tell you what, we're gonna have another look at a demo with Craig, and just for Samantha towards the end, and we'll do this for you, Samantha. She just wants to have a look at all the different templates, so maybe we can have.
Of course we can. It's a really good idea. It really, really is. So what we're going to do is let's do my favourite. Let's end on a high here with the double pop-out card. So that's that kind of floating one. So what we're going to do within this one here is let's bring in the black card again. So if I bring this one in, so essentially what you're doing the first time round, Ben, is drawing all the way round and then down the centre. That one there is then going to create your card blank. So you've got your card blank there, good to go. And then what you're also going to do within this one here, so this is going to be your inner pop out. So then we're just going to go in and then we're just going to draw around all 4 sides and then down the middle. That's then going to give us that one. And then you're going to do that 4 times. So let's cut that one out there. So we just need to cut all the way around. Of course, we don't need to cut down the centre because that's going to be a score line. And it tells you just into here where my finger is that it is a score line. So let's just go in and then follow all the way along. So that is then 1 of 4 that you would do with that one. And then what you're going to do even these ones, you've got your mats and layers as well. Then what you're going to do is, this is your pop-out mechanism. So you're going to need 4 of these as well. So really, really simply, as you would do with every single template and mechanism within the Indigo, is go 4 of them. So then we're going to go, I've got 2 already folding ready. So I just need to cut around that one, and then I'm going to do the second one, and then that will be the 4. And do you know something? At first glance, you do think, my gosh, how complicated is this going to be? It's like 4 panels that are suspending in midair, but it's very, very simple, as they all are. You know, you're just either going to go by the visual instructions, read them, or of course, you can then watch the videos. So let's go in this time, let's just use my scoreboard for this one. And then, exactly as we have been doing, wherever you've got the pencil line, Ben, you're just going to go in, and then you're just going to score. So we're just going to work our way down and score. So work our way in. So then that's going to be our first one. So then what we're going to do is then we're just going to fold that in half, and then one of them, similar to our first demonstration, Ben, this one is then going to go that way, that, and then this one is then going to go back on itself. So you've got kind of like, well, it is a funny looking shape, but that is what you've got. So there's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. So I just need to do my 4th one. And then what I need to do as well, that little rectangle that I've cut out, I just need to go and score down the centre here. So you can see with many of these, they've got bits that are quite repetitive, which makes it really, really easy and really, really fulfilling to be creating. So we're just going to tuck that in, fold them back on itself. So then, once again, so there's my 1, 2, there's my 3, and then there's my 4, and then this one, what we're going to do is just go in, fold it in half. So remember, that's going to be 1 of 4. Then what you're going to do is let's decorate them with the mats and layers in the middle. So that is that one. Sorry, I said 4. It is 2. You just need 2 of them because it gives you 4 panels that you can see there.
Well, there'll be a vote for demo of the show at the end, right, won't there?
Yes, there will be. Yeah, there will be. So what you're going to do, once you've done your mats and layers in the middle here, Ben, you're then going to take in 2 of these little mechanisms. So you're going to go in with the first one, and this is where they're going to nestle inside. So you're going to go in with this one here. So we just need to go in and then add our tape on. So we're going to go, you'll take your pencil lines away, of course. So once again, we're just going to go in here, and then if I then tuck that one in down into here. So this base bit here is actually staying straight. So if we go in, so we're just going to press that in. I'm just coming maybe a couple of millimeters up. So essentially it's staying straight, staying parallel along the base. And then you're going to do exactly the same with this one here. Now this one is just going to go just above it. So exactly the same, but just above it. So then we're just going to press that one in here. So then that's going to give you your panel. That's then going to give you your 2 little mechanisms at the side. So once you've done that with your mats and layers, so there's 1 of them, and then there's your second one. So repetitive, you're just doing exactly the same as to what you've done. We can then go in with our card blank. So I'm going to go in with my layers first. So this one here, I've just taken one of our older layerable stencils to create my own background. Of course, you can go in with your pattern papers if you want. So that can then layer into there. That one can then go onto the other side.
Nice papers.
Sorry?
Nice papers.
Stencils.
Oh.
These are the layering stencils that I've had for quite a wee while.
Oh, wow.
It was our A5 layerable stencils.
Very pretty.
So yeah, just created my own background instead, of course, having to use pattern paper, although you can do. So if I come in with these ones now, so what we're then going to do is we're just going to go onto these little tabs at the side here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to do it in mid-air so that you can see. but we're just going to go in, and actually, I'm going to lay that flat, add my tape, add my tape. This is another one that for me personally, Ben, I would use my tacky glue. The tape runner will do its job, don't get me wrong, but I am just in favour of the tacky glue when it comes to anything construction. And then within this one here, what we're then just going to do is we're just going to come along, and then this one is just going to go into the side. So I'm just going to tuck it in that way there. So it is, that's it, into here. So if I then fold that one in, so let me just get a hold, I'm just going to get my layers here. So we're going to go parallel at the top. So this is my top one. There we go, that's it. So just take that moment or two, and then that's just going to go in. So I'm just going to then fold that one in, he says, as he tries to get that to work inwards. Is it that way, Craig? That's that way, there we go. So we're going to go in straight, hold that in. Now I am purposely going just above my card, blank, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press. So then if I open that one up,
yes,
you've got that move. So if I then just, so I'm going to press that in, because it's a little bit at a wonk. Of course you're going to put more tape than I am, but let's then take my next one, open them ones up, and I'm just going to put my tape on there, put my tape on there, and then same with these two, tape on there, onto the second one, like so. This one, what we can then do is open up that one, and then that one. So I'm just checking, so this one here, again, I'm going to come kind of like the same distance as I done with my last one, that we can see. And then if I close that one over, and then press that in, and then if I lift that one up, we've kind of got our, so I do just need to add more tape, but it shows you the initial idea.
Yeah. And you'd probably spend a bit more time as well.
Of course I
would,
would,
not
yeah.
under TV pressure.
Yeah, the one that I done, I spent about 40 minutes taking my time.
Yeah.
It didn't, I was about to say it didn't take 40 minutes. It would take quicker, but I just spent my time. You know, I just took my time, just sat, added my layers on. But it gives you,
there you go,
that floating mechanism that you can see within the middle there. And then all you're going to do is come in with your additional layers to the front there.
Ready.
And you can see that you've got then your all, well, your fun. That one's been your double pop out.
Fantastic.
So there you go.
Just another one that you can create with the collection. If you have just joined us, what are the details? We sold out of the expansion pack, but what we can do is just have a bit of a look through the booklet with you in just a few moments' time. Gemma, don't know the answer. Will the original template library be reordered? I don't know the answer to that question. I'm not going to promise you anything I don't know, so potentially, but we can ask the question. Obviously, we managed just to get back in a few of those in stock, and they sold out literally within about half an hour. So well done if you did get those. Anne says that last demo, ooh, magic. That's why I was calling it the magic card. Very magic. But now you've seen the actual construction behind the magic. And Sydney says, yes, Ben, Postman Pat, Paddington Bear, Rugrats, and other European kids shows were on Nickelodeon cable TV years ago. I think wasn't Rugrats a US show anyway?
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, Tommy Pickles.
That was it, Tommy Pickles. Chucky.
Yeah.
But not that Chucky.
Not that Chucky, no, not that. No, definitely not that. Angelica had the twins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah.
I tell you what I used to really love, sorry, we're going to do the vote. I used to love Muppet Babies.
Oh my God.
How great was that to you?
Babies. Yeah. Do you know what I like doing occasionally? Either YouTube or TikTok's good for that. Just, you know, like 80s TV shows or 90s TV shows and watch the opening sequence or old tunes or that. Remember Saturday morning TV in the UK, Live and Kicking?
Oh, yeah.
Loved that one. Yeah.
Don't make TV themes like they used to,
They don't.
do they?
They definitely don't. Yeah.
Let's get the vote going on the demo of the show, and then we will perhaps have a flick through the booklet so you can see all the cards that you can make, because Samantha requested that. Demos then, Craig, take us through the four you've made.
So we've done 4 of them. So we've gone in for number 1. So as we can see there, you've got your can't even remember what I called this one now. Let me just
Double
check.
gate.
It was double gatefold, wasn't it?
I think.
Was it something like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so double gatefold. You've then got number 2. You've then got your number 3, which is your twist and pop. And then you've got number 4, which I class as the floating one.
Number 2, double gatefold display card.
Double gatefold display card, yeah. So you've got 1, 2, 3, or 4. The choice is yours.
I'm going 2. George is going 4. Johnny? 1. That means you've got 3, Craig. I tell you what, this is Samantha, and I'm sure a lot of you as well who've now bought it. Should we have a little look through the book with you, Craig?
Yeah.
15 projects you've got in there, and remember, it's the book that you get, and of course the templates that you've got as well. And the handy thing about this is the fact that you have got the numbers in the book that match up to the numbers on the template. So it just could not be any easier when it comes to kind of seeing what goes where and which is which. Just a quick flick through there, but Craig will show you over his side all of the different types of cards that you can create. And remember as well, worth bearing in mind, and I know we'll go through this, but you do get the pictures, you get the written instruction, and you'll get the link in here as well to the video tutorial. So, oh, that's handy. Craig's lined up the pictures with the templates. So have a look at this.
So what I'll not do is I'll not go through the opposite side of the step-by-step that's on this side. At least this lets you see it as a visual. So you've got your double gatefold display card. And then if we go over onto our next one, what we've then got is our teacup shaped card. You can see you've got that one there, all in template form. Then what you've got is your double gatefold card. So that's the one that we done in this show. And actually you can see how you can even bend it forward the opposite way as well. So you've got a different look. So you've got that one. And then the next one is going to be the all-in-one envelope card. So you've got that one as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You've got all the lines to draw around. You've got all the score lines. Remember, it tells you the size of, essentially it's telling you the size of the envelope that you'll need if you need an envelope, because it flattens down to said size. And it also tells you the size of the card that you need, card stock. You've got the double pop-out card. So that was the one that we just done a moment ago. What you've then also got is your gatefold easel card. So it's that one there. And then you've also got your beer mug card. So you can see you've got that one there. So that was one of one of two when it comes to Ben's favourites.
Yes.
You've then got your 3-tier pop-up cake. So you've got that one. I love how you even get the little candles and everything down there.
Super cute.
I think that is so, so cute. You've then got number 9, which is your trifold screen card.
Oh, yeah.
So you've also got the title and the number, which is on, so I was already on that one, wasn't I? So the title and the number is also on the actual template as well. So it's always a helping hand. Then what you've also got is your double window card. So if I bring that one in, that's that one there. You've then also got your stand-up mirror card, which is that one there. You've then also got your champagne bottle card.
This is brilliant.
Which is that one
I love
there.
it. No, it's not.
There. Funny looking champagne bottle, that one, isn't it? So you've got that one there, so that's number 12. Because remember, you've got 15 in total. There is your pop-up pixel heart.
This is brilliant. How cool is this?
I am going to do a video for this one.
Nice.
Because it's one of those, if I'd done this one in the show, as much as so many would love to have seen it, I probably would only got about 2 demos. This is a time-consuming one.
Yeah.
It's not hours and hours and hours, but it takes that little bit longer than some of the others. So I will be doing a video, and I'll pop that up on social over the next couple of days. So you do have your pop-up pixel. Remember, you do have the videos as well that Leanne would do.
Of course.
So you've got them. What we've also got is our Concertina Pocket Album, which is that one there. And then last but by no means least, which is the one that we did also do, and that is your Twist and Pop. So you've got all these components here. And remember, although these are on a 12 by 12 forum, you can still just do them on individual sheets of card. It doesn't have to be 12 by 12, but at least you've got them all together. So you have got all of your templates. So you've got 15 of them in total. You've got your 15 recipe cards as well. You've got the videos as well when it comes to in aid of the recipe cards. That one being your Indigo, and I'm so glad that you all managed to get your hands on it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. What a great show. And yeah, thankfully, I think the majority of you did manage to get your hands on that brand new expansion pack. And well done, it's sold out. Demo of the show, well, it was so close, it went to a recount.
Ooh.
Steward's inquiry. It was close between 4 and 2. And the winner on a recount, 4. The magic card.
The magic card.
That is a brilliant concept.
It's a really, really fun concept, isn't it? Can you imagine that if you were lucky enough to get that full collection of Once Upon a Time? Can you imagine that there just with the fairy?
Yes.
The fairy just coming up, the stars in the background. Or maybe you've got dancing dragonflies in the past. Imagine that with the dragonflies just coming all the way up. So much fun that you can have when it comes to this full template library.
Yeah, well then if you got it, like we said, that is it as far as the template library is concerned because it's sold out. However, that is not it as far as the day is concerned because we've got lots still to come. Beautiful beginnings this evening. It will be me, it will be Lily. We've got some really great deals actually. We've got those sayings dies, they're going to be on the show, the 70% discount. We've got your decorative nesting dies on a buy one get two. Inverted nesting dies, half price. We've also got we've got a little essentials corner as well. What's called Essentials Corner? I feel like Essentials Corner should be maybe in
the corner.
In the corner, in comfy corner. Where
you
we
and
kind
Lily together, just going over the corner.
Me and Lily together in the corner, sat on the sofas, just going through all of the essentials. We're talking things like cardstock and tape, and I think it might be a nice idea, Johnny. Use the studio. What do you mean he's just looking for a half an hour to sit down? No, he's not sit down. No, I think it'd be quite nice to use the studio. You know, let's use the studio. We're going to do Essentials Corner in the corner. And alongside that, we've got a brilliant hero tool tonight as well, which is the small guillotine with a 25% saving. Also a brilliant essentials collection where you can get your hands on a free tote bag. All of that and more is coming your way on Beautiful Beginnings this evening. Craig, thank you so much for a fantastic day. Well done on QVC earlier. I know we're all super proud of you. When are we going to see your lovely smiley face again?
Rightio, here in the UK, I'm going to be on Hobby Maker on Friday. I've got 4 shows coming your way on Friday here in the UK. As far as Crafters TV, I'm going to be back all day Sunday. I love you to bits, Ben, but guess who's back? Becky Redican's back.
Yes.
She's in all weekend, so she's going to be in on Saturday with Michelle, and then she's going to be with me. I'm going to be on this side. We're going to have a first look at the Wildflower collection.
Which is launching on Monday.
Monday it
with
is,
me and Debbie Robinson, so lots to look forward to. How nice is that Becky Redican's back? I only ever worked with her twice. One was on a screen test.
Yeah.
And secondly was at a show one day when she was over that side. I think it was a craft along actually, but she's a lot of fun.
She is.
She is a lot of fun. If you're a new viewer and you've not yet met Becky, you are in for some fun.
She has got incredible brain. She's been doing, university courses, and she's been just absolutely exceptional. She's been doing a master's, so that's why we've not seen her for a while. So she is going to be here at the weekend.
Excellent. We should look forward to it. I will see you in a couple of hours' time. Lily and I are here for Beautiful Beginnings. Until then, though, do keep shopping the web. Check out the spring sale. Check out National Craft Month. And we'll see you in a couple of hours. But for me and Craig, for now,
toodles!
Bye.